Hey there guys, so today we have another video and this is a product review of a product that Moonrise Market actually was nice enough to send me. This is Cool Capsule and it's pretty much a container, a cool way to keep your beers cool. And so we're actually going to run an experiment first before I dig into the review and my thoughts about the product. And so before I even do anything else, I'll show you how the product works. So what this is basically, it looks like a kind of a water canister kind of thing, but really what it does is that it's hollow and it keeps your beer cold. So this only, by the way, works with your most popular 12-ounce bottles. It won't fit your cans, tall boys, or other kind of shorter bottles. So you put this in here, it has some insulation on the bottom as well. You put the top on, and then you sort of screw this top on, the bottom on, sorry, or top onto the bottom, however you want to say it. And then there you go. So there's insulation in there, and that keeps your beer nice and cold. You have the top here, and you can open this and clearly drink out of it like this. And so, yep, they obviously have a nice kind of a keychain bottle opener there as well. And then for double insulation, you have this nice little, strap, hangy, koozie kind of thing to walk around like this. So that's pretty much how the product works. But we're going to compare it to a naked bottle, so pretty much like, out in the pub, out like this, and you're drinking the bottle, let's say in half an hour, how cold is the beer? So right now, all these beers, it's pretty much filled with water, actually, it's filled with water, but they're all, with a food thermometer right here, around 39 degrees, 38, 39 degrees, around fridge temperature. I'm comparing it up against a winter sock. I actually don't have a koozie, so this should imitate a regular beer koozie. And then we have the special cool capsule thing, and in 30 minutes, we're gonna see how the temperatures of these waters are. They're filled up all the way. So we'll be back with the results and my review of this product later. Hey there guys, so we're back with the results of the experiment and we're gonna review the product as well. So I saved the time for you guys to check out the temperatures of these three waters after 30-35 minutes. And it's actually really shocking what the result is. This ended up after 30-35 minutes being 50 degrees, 49, and around 49, 48. So surprisingly, I thought these would insulate the liquids a lot better, and it really did. So that's a big surprise. So pretty much, if you're gonna leave a beer out, just leave it out, like this, and you probably should be okay. You don't have to deal with this kind of koozie and this whole contraption. So there's my experiment. So there you go. It's actually surprisingly not that effective. I was really shocked by that. Then again, this is my experiment. If you guys want to repeat it, or maybe my conditions were not the best, go ahead. But I was very surprised by the results, and I have to imagine something is wrong or something is up, because this has to insulate it better than just having it out like that. But who knows? So about the final review of the product, this is what they offer as a use of it. So really what I'm looking at is what am I going to do with this thing? When am I going to use it? And so what they say is it's perfect for tailgating, camping, hiking, hanging out at the beach, or anywhere you go. So we're talking about tailgating. If you're allowed to drink outdoors in public, I mean, the big issue for me is that this is a lot of stuff. It's a lot of let's say I'm, tailgating and I want to have a few beers. I can only drink this 12-ounce bottle. So, I can't switch around between, tall boys and cans and bombers and splitting bombers and all this stuff. You only can put this into this, which is, very restrictive. The other thing is that if I'm standing around, I'm just sort of set up to break a bottle or something, or, it just seems like a lot of this and that, and then I got to screw this on, and it just seems like a lot of work. So that's one of the big issues with me. So if you're gonna tailgate, maybe just drink it out of the can. What's the big deal? Or just get one of the, for sure they sell beer socks or koozies. Just use a regular koozie. The other thing, for camping, hiking, or hanging out at the beach, I certainly do not recommend that you bring bottles. Bottles, are so much heavier. If you're packing or walking around, you do not want to carry 12-ounce bottles with you. You want to do cans, tall boy cans or 12-ounce cans. The other issue is that, let's say, God forbid, you hopefully don't litter. If you break glass or something, you don't want broken glass outdoors where your camping site is, or, near a hiking path or something. And the big one is beach. Beaches, a lot of them do not allow for glass. Please don't bring glass to a beach, because again, if you break the glass, now you have glass shards all over the sand. That's a terrible idea. Again, if you're going outdoors, just bring cans. They're lighter, they don't break, they're better for the environment, all that good stuff. So bring cans. So I don't really see the outdoor use for it. Again, asking friends about this, really, in the end, the only use I could think of was, and I don't condone this, it's illegal in America to drink outdoors in public. Sort of if this looks like a, water canister, you just put your beer in there and you get away with drinking in public. Granted, I don't know why you'd want to drink just one beer in public, because, after this beer is empty, you'd have to unscrew it, flip, do the whole rigmarole. I mean, if you had just a regular water canister, maybe you'd fit in hard alcohol or wine, or figure something out. But the idea that you have to put a bottle in here and only have one beer is counter to the idea of, hey, let's drink in public. So that's another use that I don't really recommend. The one thing I do sort of recommend that's very specific is that, let's say you have an imperial stout, that you have that perfect 55 degrees or somewhere you want that perfect temperature. Sometimes it's hard for me to figure out, like, oh, am I putting it back in the fridge? I don't want to warm it up, in room temperature too much. So maybe put it in here, let it keep at that perfect temperature that you want, and then you can slowly enjoy it within half an hour, and hope that it doesn't get too warm. So that's one thing I have to say about it. So that's sort of my take on it. I, again, have a hard time trying to figure out why I would want to use this. It just seems like a lot of work. There's, metal, and there's this and that. There's a lot of pieces here and there. If you lose any of these 3 pieces, you're completely screwed. The product is completely useless at that point. I will say this seems actually pretty cool. So the idea that you could use this as a little koozie, this I actually like. I can sort of imagine this like hooked onto your chair. You're enjoying it. You pull it in and out, pull it in and out. So that's actually a really cool idea. This product, by the way, is also about $20 retail. So if you guys want to go on Amazon, please check it out. Thank you so much, Moonrise Market, for letting me review this product. So if you guys have some awesome ideas about this product or how to use it, post in the comments below. Until next time, guys, cheers. Later.